Hey, 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 welcome back to another RSG Lunch Stream. I'm Ranger J 1999, your host and part of the RSG crew. Welcome to the lunch stream. It's Friday. Yay! For all you boys and girls out there in TV land, it's time to get done with work and get your monkey ass home so you can do other stuff more important in life, like spending time with your family, playing video games, spending time with your family. Yeah, those are kind of important. And just going out and having a good time. That's what it's all about. Glad to have everybody aboard. If you're new to the RC Lunch Stream and wondering what in the name of tarnation is this thing right here, this is where we hang out with you great folks for the next hour or so. We'll answer some of your questions. If you have questions, go ahead and put those into the chat. Make sure you put question in front of your statement so we know that we can scoop it up easier with the software we use. It just helps us know that it is a question so we don't miss anything. We'll try to get to all the questions. Sometimes we can't, but most of the times we do. So we'll try to get to all your questions. We'll do a roster review like we always do, and then we'll just let chaos ensue. We got a new game today that we're going to be playing, and I'll let that person introduce the game when it's time. But let's introduce the panel of Misfit Toys that are going to be with us today. First of all, we have the troll extraordinaire, Dr. Finn Medicine Woman.
What misfit toy am I? Am I a poor?
I
Funko?
think no. See, what misfit toy would you be? You would be.
I would be a poor.
You would be the stuffed elephant missing the eye, Finn. I think that makes sense.
I can deal with that.
Yeah. Have a
good morning,
holy
everyone.
jolly Christmas. It's the best time of. Hey, it's almost time for Christmas season. Music is already playing. It's my
What
favorite.
the hell? It's Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving comes first.
I don't care. Thanksgiving is just me to enjoy good food and listen to Christmas music. Christmas.
It is the season for gluttony. That's what it is.
Oh,
Enjoy Thanksgiving before you start jumping to Christmas.
That's right. Also join us from across the pond, we have the one and only Mike Hunt.
Good afternoon.
Good
Or
afternoon.
good evening, actually.
Good afternoon to you.
Dark here.
Yeah. The other voice you heard in the background there was the one and only Xylo Takedown.
It's treason then.
It's treason then. Speaking of treason, where is my apprentice?
Yeah, I just put him down for a nap. We were watching episodes the
Well,
other day.
wake him up. I have dark side techniques to teach him. He must learn Sith sorcery.
Kid's force lining me every day now. Thanks, Ranger.
Quit your bitching. Only through destroying you will he become powerful enough for the dark side of the Force to take your place. Also join us, we've got Grim the Mechanic.
How's it going?
Hey. And last but not least, the one sponsoring chat and scooping up your questions, we have the soulless one himself, Mr. Gingivitis, Stanley Red.
My name is Jeff.
Let's see. And he has a new game for us today. Now, Stanley, why don't you introduce what the new game is? We're not going to do Guess That Ginger, but we're kind of doing a variation of it.
Yep, we're going to be doing Guess That Val Bacon. And all the answers are either Val Kilmer or Kevin Bacon.
There you go. So we're going to see whether we're going to be playing that. So we'll get into that game after we do our mod review. Just a heads up and a reminder, if you haven't already, hit the thumbs up on the video. Helps us get our content out there in the YouTube world. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Why haven't you? You know, you like the channel, you like the content. Why don't you subscribe so you can hit that notification to know when we're streaming. Do a lot of live streaming, and by golly, you should do it. Also, if you haven't checked out our Patreon, please check out our Patreon page. We really do appreciate all our Patreon supporters. We got some new ones. We're past our first goal, heading toward our second goal. I'm really excited. And boy, oh boy, Finn, our Tiltify, man, people really want you to Zeta Rose Taco.
People hate me.
Yeah, well,
People are donating because they
No,
hate
hold
me,
on,
and it makes me cry.
No, Finn, they're doing it for charity, and
If
they
they
hate
could
you.
do it for charity, and if they like me too, they would have voted for Clone Wars Chewie, because I've spoken very highly of Clone Wars Chewie, and they would have been nice to me.
No,
But instead, they take your side, and they all hate on me, and blame Finn, and then they're gonna make me Zeta Rose.
Well, you put it up there, Finn.
I know.
So how do you blame other folks for you putting that on there?
I thought they were gonna be nice and Chewie.
You dumbass. But if you don't know what we're talking about, Finn, tell folks what I'm talking about. The Tiltify page.
Yeah,
what is
I'm
that
gonna
for?
cry. That's what he's talking about.
That's right. Cry. Say, man, he's a little whiny bitch. Yeah.
Don't make me. Do you have the Tiltify page up?
I can pull it up. Yeah.
Yeah, let's pull it up because we added a bunch of stuff in there.
Oh, we did. Okay.
We can go through. Actually, do you want to do the roster review first? Because I do want to spend some time going through the Tiltify page and some of the stuff we added.
Yeah, we can do that.
So let's do the roster review first because we have our roster reviewee in the chat. So
Okay.
I want to make sure that we do that.
Let's do that. Also, Finn, we got to do a special little shout out. One of our littlest supporters. She's homesick today. Our little Carrie is not feeling good. And so, Carrie, we want you to get better. Listen to your
Feel
mom.
better, Kyrie.
That's right. Get better. Don't listen to Finn.
Aw.
And be healthy. Yay!
I sent her a good luck, feel better picture.
I know you did. So, Carrie, feel better. We're sorry you're feeling sick, hon. All right. So, today we're doing King of the Burbs profile. It's interesting that all the images on my GG page just show Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, not the actual image of the characters. Interesting. And they are in the guild, the ORJ. So shout out to the ORJ. I just feel like saying it like that. ORJ. It's what's happening.
It stands for.
It's the ORJ.
ORJ.
Do
Oh,
you know what it stands for?
oh, really, Jedi?
No.
Orange juice.
No. It
Oh,
went to
right.
ORJ because their name was banned. And that's because their real name, and I'm going to shout it out because
Rim
they
Job.
deserve to be shouted out, is the Outer Rim Job.
It's Rain Days Guild.
Well, we can't do this, Ross.
Shout out to Rain Day.
They were banned.
How's it going, girl?
They were banned, so we can't do this. So okay.
No,
well,
they were
that's-
banned. Their name was
there we
banned by
go.
swgoh, not by us.
Yeah,
To me,
so
they will remain.
that's all I needed to know.
Since when do we follow convention, Ranger?
No, we don't. Yeah, screw that. F that. I will never follow convention. You kidding me?
You know, I'm still surprised that they did end up banning that name, though, because when you think about it, it was just a play on words. You know,
Yeah.
what happens when you get a job out at the Outer Rim
It's
in
true.
Star Wars?
It's
you
true.
know?
It's science.
Yeah, it's the other connotation.
You know,
Kinda
it's
even.
called the
Outer Rim
Outer
job is
Rim
science,
in
that's
Star
what it is.
Wars.
It is not. It is not.
What if
just
they called
science.
it the Outer Rim Jobless? See, you could get away with it.
Yeah, they could get away with that.
Because then you're saying if you ban us, that you think people that are jobless that's okay, and it's not okay. So anyway,
No, I will protest that. There are guilds that say I sit my pants. I mean, you can get away with Outer Rim Job. There is a reason for it, just like sitting your pants and all the other nonsense.
all right, Finn, we get it.
I mean,
You're a social
all these
justice
things-
warrior. Shut the up. All right, I would love to see what this guy's roster is he's currently running, but everything is Galaxy of Heroed out, so I have no idea what in the name of God dog it. Let me refresh it
see.
because
It
it's
may be. Let's see what's going on. Let me see if it's the same thing on mine. It is, but if you highlight over it, it actually gives the name of the character.
that's ridiculous.
Oh, is that on all? No, it's just for his roster. What did you do to your roster, Burbs?
King of the Burbs, what have you done?
Burbs has managed to hack his roster. I don't know what he did.
Hey Finn,
But-
have you heard about the Burbs?
Burb is the word.
Well, a burb, burb, burb. Burb is the
Burb is the
word.
Hey,
Burb.
you know about the Burbs? Hey,
We have gone Peter Griffin on the show. Like, no, he's a trap. I say.
I hear a Dana.
What?
Yeah. Then,
Hey, Dana.
hi. Hey.
All right. So, just and we can look at what his team is, but I'm going to tell you what he
Dana's
wants
on,
to
so
review.
let's take a minute here. Dana, how's our
Hey.
young Padawan doing?
She's all right. She's just got a bad cold. Home
Mhm.
from school today.
Well,
Yeah, she's hanging there.
yeah. Well, hope she
Tell her to
feels
feel
better.
better.
I just showed her the Finn made a cute little picture for her that said "I feel better, Kyrie," and she loved it. And I showed it to her. I had to mute myself because she was like squealing about it. It was adorable.
No, you got to record that stuff.
Record all the squeals.
Mm-hmm. You know, we'll play it. We'll play it on.
Yeah, we'll play when we start going over Tiltify. But so one thing about King of the Bird. Oh yeah, by the way, Dana, pork.
Now listen, I'm being really nice today because Kira is sick. I am not in the mood for this goddamn. No.
Just pork for Dana. That was it.
No, because y'all won't stop.
I stopped. I was.
You'll put me in a very, very bad mood. I was feeling very sympathetic. Taking. Oh, God. Oh, okay. Oh no. Oh, that's not fair.
It's okay when Kyrie
That is not fair. Oh,
because
no.
she sounds so adorable.
That's not fair. Oh my God. Oh no. That's very evil.
Wait till we find out what we have planned. We'll be trying to get it done this weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And we'll be very surprised by it. So, King of the Burbs, in his roster review, is what he is looking for is. So, unfortunately, with like a lot of people, some people are actually stopping the game. And so he is kind of getting ready to hang it up. He feels like he has spent too much time in the game lately, and it just isn't him. It
a lot
is
of people like
a moment
that.
that he has to keep happy. So he is basically want us to kind of review how he has done on his roster thus far.
I would love to, but I can't see his goddamn roster.
Yeah, I know. We can kind of highlight over and just look overall.
I know. So right now he's running Palpatine,
I'll
Nihilus, Thrawn, Scion, Vader.
Yeah, and I'll help you with that once we get to the character stuff. But he just wanted to kind of look at an overall roster review, see where he was, and I will say something to him. And it depends. However you want to take it, right? You can easily play this game by taking a step back and still create a productive roster. Now, your roster won't grow at the same rate as it has. And depending on how competitive you are and all of that, right? You can easily reduce the amount of time that you spend in this game and then just kind of continue still playing. Because if this is something that you enjoy playing, then you should find time to play it. But not in family or anything like that. So what we'll do is we'll look overall at your roster. And so, again, Palpatine, Nihilus, Thrawn, Scion, Vader is your starting lineup. It's a fairly standard lineup for somebody that doesn't have Traya.
Yeah.
Right? And
where are we on the Traya, do we know?
Let me see. He hasn't said, but I'm going to go to his Sith and see if I can kind of scrounge around for it.
It's not showing up there at all.
Well, when you go to the characters thing, yeah, you can at least filter and all that, and you can see the names, but he does not have Traya, it looks like. So I'm assuming he's getting close, because I know Outer Rim Job is a heroic Sith guild. At least I assume there's only one. I don't know if they're a coalition or something, like an alliance or not. But I think he's probably getting these shards and getting close, and he can tell us since he's in chat. But there are ways that you can kind of build your roster while taking a step back in terms of the amount of time that you spend in game. And overall, just kind of scanning through your roster without the pictures and trying to read the names of the characters, because I don't know what the hell's going on. Your roster is actually in fairly you have good characters up at the top. And so you built out your roster very well, I have to say. Traya is kind of the only little thing you're missing, and of course Revan.
About Chewbacca.
Yeah. Let me see.
This is throwing me completely off. I can't see the damn character.
It's weird. He does have Chewbacca at 7 stars.
Okay,
Gear
good.
8, but he has him unlocked 7-star. He
Okay,
put a Zeta.
Good.
Why did you put a Zeta on a character that's Gear 8?
Shut up, Finn. Your roster is very good. You have all the teams, and I mean, what I would and he says it's 109 out of 145 for his Traya. Okay, so you're getting fairly close. I mean, what I would recommend, and so I'll kind of put this out for a lot of people, because this is unfortunately something we have heard of a lot lately. And whether it's because of Revan, whether it is because of just how much content there is in the game, and the constant need to do something and feeling like you're spending a lot of time on there,
there are ways that you can reduce the amount of time that you spend in the game. The first thing is obviously bathroom times, right? Grande basically lives by this, which is bathroom playtimes. And so if you just restrict it to when you go to the bathroom, you can do everything in the game without needing a bunch of extra time.
Oh my god.
Well, it's true. It's a mobile game. I'm not going to lie. It's a mobile game. You play everyone at some point. Everyone at some point or another has gone onto the toilet, taken out their phone, and opened up Galaxy of Heroes. I'm going to say that right now, and I can say that with 99% confidence, and the only one person that does it is probably somebody that only runs it on an emulator.
The only way I'd be able to get through everything with Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes on the toilet is if I had colitis.
A daily dose of laxative before you go to work.
Sitting on the
My
toilet.
God, Jim takes a lot of bathroom breaks. I know.
That's Grande. That's why we talk about the number of Grandes he's taken in a day.
I had 4 Grandes.
Oh, he's in the bathroom.
So.
Dude, he's been in there for 3 hours.
So, you don't have to do all of this stuff, right? But again, it depends on how competitive you are. And so something like Arena, right, you're definitely going to want to take a step back from. Arena comes at a specific time, and that time is usually very inconvenient for anyone that's doing anything in real life. It's usually at dinner time or something like that. So because of that, you're going to basically not care so much about Arena, but if you're on an Arena shard or something like that, and you might not be because of just where your rank is and everything, just move up whenever you can. Like, you don't have to worry about hitting a particular... All you need to do is hit rank above 200. We've said this before. Rank 200 is always the first goal because of how much tokens you get. You get a good amount of crystals. I mean, there's a good amount that you can do just simply by doing Arena whenever, not necessarily focusing on your highest rank, and then just kind of just letting the day go and not caring about where you finish in the end.
Right.
And so that would be kind of the first step that you can take away. And the next stuff is there's a lot of stuff that you can auto in this game. Like, they added sims for everything. Galactic War is a sim, right? Fleet, if you don't really care about Fleet, you can just and leave. I mean, you don't have to do anything with Fleet. Arena, again, you just have to do 2 battles for your dailies, and that's it. You can check the stores whenever you can. You can just like sim all of your missions, hard node, the mods, the fleet table. I mean, so there is a lot of stuff that you can just kind of do just simply. Okay, so that's it. So he says, I pretty much plan on spending 5 minutes a day to do it. That's perfect. I mean, so the only thing you'll miss out with 5 minutes is obviously going to be like challenges, because challenges have like a 2-minute cooldown, and of course the Arena. And I would say if you just want to do the 2 Arena, that's perfectly fine. If you can do more, just do them whenever you have a minute here and there. If you have some free time, don't do it when you have to do something. And don't do it by getting caught by your wife and getting yourself in trouble. That's not going to help you either. So with that, I think you can continue to play. I don't think you have to retire your account. And then depending on your guild rules for the raids and stuff, just make sure you always join the raids.
Yeah, just join the raid, get a 0, slowly get those shards. You know, I mean, the 2 things you need to focus on really right now is just focus on Old Republic, the characters, and just finishing up your Treya. That's it. Yeah. Don't make this any more complicated than it needs to be. Just focus on that. Just log in, do that, join the raids, you know, do what you need to do in territory battles, do what you do in territory wars, you know. You can still contribute, but not invest as much as you have been. But I get it, man. Trust me. The game I think Revan's been an overall disaster for GG. I've had so many people messaging me that they're ready to quit. They hate this game. It's a bridge too far. Now, some have stayed, some have gone. People have quit, and I've seen it in all kinds of guilds where they're like, "Hey, we just lost 5 people. Hey, we just lost 3 people." You know, so it's accumulated effect. I don't know what CG can do to get those people back, but you know, I mean, but I get it. So and you reach a point in games. I've reached this point with lots of games where you just kind of get burned out. You're doing the same crap over and over again. There's nothing new or exciting, and the stuff that is new and exciting is kind of not what you wanted. So, no, I get it, bro. But if you can find a way, I mean, it is an investment. You are playing the game, and you've made some time and investment in there. You got a good roster, so let's stick with it a little bit. Let's just not delete the account, and but
Yeah, see how that 5 minutes a day goes. I mean, you really can do a lot in the game in just 5 minutes. The only thing I would tell you is make sure that you talk to your guild. And I mean, I don't know how Rain Day works as a guild leader, but just in talking to her kind of on some of the streams and stuff, she seems like a really awesome person. And so if main thing is just trying to coordinate with her and whoever the officers are with Outer Rim Job is basically just trying to figure out, like, if for territory battles and territory wars, if you're only playing certain times a day, how does it fit with their strategy, right? How does it fit with their territory war strategy? Is it okay if you do territory battles at a particular time? I mean, and just kind of work with your guild, right? And just kind of knowing Rain Day, I think you'd be able to work really well with her, and she'd be able to kind of work with you on that. So that would be kind of just a suggestion, just to start out. Now we can take a look at your roster now, and I think you're in a really good shape with your roster.
Yeah, the roster's fine. I mean,
you have all of like the crucial teams, and some of them are really in a good position. Like your first order, I know Ranger loves the first order. Your first order are in great shape. Like it's really good. The only character I would say maybe to work on that you don't have up is First Order Officer. I love him on the First Order team because of the turn meter. Yeah. But he has First Order TIE Pilot, Zeta, and on there, right? So he's running. It looks like his First Order team is Kylo Ren Unmasked with Kylo Ren, First Order TIE Pilot, First Order Stormtrooper, and First Order Executioner. I don't particularly have a problem with that team. It's fine. I like First Order Officer better, but I mean, that's a solid team. First Order is nice because you only need like First Order Stormtrooper and Kylo Ren Unmasked, and the other three you can kind of change around and still get really effective.
It's all about execution. You're just going up. The reason we like Officer more, I like Officer more, is just because of the turn meter he's giving and things that he does. He really will get your team rocking and rolling. But First Order TIE Pilot does do good damage, so you're fine there. We can filter. I know his bounty hunters are good because obviously he's got Chewbacca, so he's going to have a good. Well, no. So he's got Buffett 12, IG 88, 11, Cad Bane 10, Dengar 8, Greedo 9. Bosk is only 4-star. Wow, he got Chewie with this roster. Mm-hmm. I am impressed. You must have spent 12 hours like I did, and
he has a Zeta Boba Fett. I mean, Boba Fett and Dengar. You can run it with that team. It just I'm sure, and you can tell us if we're wrong here. You were probably able to do it, I would say, after maybe about 15 attempts or so. Because a Gear 12 Zeta Boba Fett is going to survive quite a bit. And all you need Dengar to do is kind of survive the initial onslaught. And if you moved around his mods and stuff, like that team can deal with...
Sure. Well, and I think Bosk is something you could add to your hard notes. He's a great character. Mm-hmm. Yours is 5-star right now, so go ahead and continue working on Bosk if you aren't already. And if you are, then just keep at it, because Zeta Bosk is an amazing character, and he makes the bounty hunters really, really disgusting for that team. So it's a slow farm, but keep at it. I mean, let's see, Night Sisters. I want to look at those.
Yeah, he has Resistance and everything. He has Rebels. Yeah, so let's take a look at his Night Sisters. His Night Sisters need work.
Yeah, need some work. This could be a team you could focus in on. That's one thing. I mean, there's 7-star. See, Ventress, Talzin, Daka, Zombie 7 stars, Initiate 7 stars.
You could get Talia.
You could get Talia going. Spirit 6
that way you
stars.
can get your Phase 4 Sith Raid team.
Yeah,
Talia's probably the one that you want to work on in that one.
And then if we look at, I just want to look at his troopers. Another solid team. It's just so throwing me off not being able to see the game.
Yeah, I know. We have to actually read all the names, and it's a good thing Grande is not doing this.
Oh my god. Hey, we got General Stormtrooper, guys. Oh, jeez. Yeah, troopers look amazing. Death Trooper Stark, Short Trooper Veers, all 12. Veers has the Zeta, Snow Troopers 11. You may want to take him to 12 just because if he gets that bayonet, it's game over. You really will start smacking some fools. Magma Troopers, one you may want to consider working on. His gear kind of sucks to get, but I got mine to gear 12, and
He's
Thrawn
fun
Magma.
against Traya.
Yeah, Thrawn Magma team is just ridiculous. So I would say for now your teams look really good. You can go a couple ways. You could just work on a team like Night Sisters and get them up just because it just require gear. But then your farms could be Bosk, the three hard nose for the Old Republic, and then alternating between Vision and T3 for your Cantina and be fine right there, just focusing on those because you've got all the other legendaries. So let's work on Traya will come when Traya comes. So just keep doing the Sith raid, doing the best you can, right? Getting the best scores you can, getting those shards so you can unlock her because even at a 5-star Traya is really ridiculously good. And then we can start focusing on getting those Old Republic characters. It's a slow farm, but it's fine. We got plenty of time. Just keep farming them, and then you'll be good to go. Let's look. Let's look at where you're at with your Old Republic. Let's see here. Okay, so 4 stars, 5 stars on Basila. So yeah, so just keep on trucking and keep
Plug
on
them away.
farming.
Plug away.
Yeah. Because I can show you on my roster what I'm doing. Well, first let me collect my energy. That might be good. You can see that I've got them as my favorites now. So I just finished Nest. Now this is a little bit differently. I just wanted to finish Nest because she was so close to 7 stars. So Nest is done. I'm just gear 12 in her. But now that that's done, if you're not working on Nest, your priority is take Basila, use the ship energy and your regular energy for all her nodes. You'll average a lot more shards a day. Then the other ones just farm normally. Jolie and Zalbar just farm normally. Right? Just on their hard node every day. You get a couple shards at a time. But as you're speeding up the process for Basila, once you get done with her 7 stars, then go to Jolie or Zalbar, doesn't matter which one, and then do the same thing for them. Use the ship energy and your regular energy for, say, Jolie. Because mine is finish Basila, finish Jolie, go get Zalbar. But I'm still doing the hard nodes for regular energy for Jolie and Zalbar. And then T3 and Vision, I'm just going back and forth. I'm going to finish T3 to 6 stars. Then I'm going to go back to Mission, finish her to 6 stars. Then I'll go back to T3, finish him to 7 stars. Same thing with Mission. So that's kind of how you have to approach it. And it'll speed up your process with these guys because you're farming those characters at a faster clip when you're doing double duty on the energy. So if you got Basila and you're farming her regular energy and her ship energy on her shard, then it's going to speed it up. Mine would be done already, but I wanted Nest. I wanted her to be done. I'm going to gear 12 her, and that's just the way it is. So slowed me down a little bit, but I'm not in any major rush, so that's kind of how you want to do it. All right. So overall, I think your roster looks really good. I'm not. There's some work to be done, but I mean, we're all always working on something in this game. So I mean, I think you stick with the Old Republic, throw in a Bosk, work on picking a faction. It looks like Night Sisters would be your best bet to get them the gear that you need.
Just work on Talia for that one
because you got some really solid teams. Troopers look great. Your bounty hunters besides bosses look great. Your first order looks great. Resistance looks great. So really, we're just in those. You're in that phase besides your farm, but these other teams, you're rounding them up to get those teams to gear 11. So you just have more versatility in raids, territory wars, territory battles. Is where I think you're at, King of the Burbs.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. So if you have any other questions, King, just let us know.
Yeah.
We'll definitely be able to answer. But I think you're in a position where your roster is advanced enough that I'm not worried about if you take a little bit of a step back, how much you're going to fall behind or anything like that. You have a lot of the crucial characters. You have time to work on the other ones. How you want to spend your crystals now is going to be kind of up to you.
Yeah.
That's going to be your biggest change. Do you want to do, and it, again, depends on how quickly you want to build your roster, how okay you are with kind of waiting for the second or third time around for things to drop. But what you can do is minimally, obviously for your 600, you want to do at least one 50 crystal refresh. The problem with the 150 crystal refresh is, although it can get you the 600, you do have to be around to get every single of the bonus energies, including the last one, especially if it's close, if you're in a guild that has the same time zone as you. And so you only really have half an hour in order to get that last energy, which puts you over the top for the 600. And so typically what you want to do is at least do 2 refreshes. And so the question then is, do you want to do 1 regular energy and 1 cantina, or do you want to do 2 regular energy?
I would stick with just regular energy.
So here is the one issue with the regular energy, though. You have 2 characters from cantina, and with 1 energy refresh, you can farm all 3 of the hard nodes for Old Republic.
Yeah.
And so you could potentially, for that reason, because I was doing the same thing, just to let you know, I was doing 1 energy and 1 cantina because I was finishing mission and as soon as I finished mission, I switched my cantina refresh back to just a regular energy. And so instead of spending 150 crystals a day, I'm now spending 100 crystals a day, and I'm doing 2 regular energy refreshes. And now I'm farming Bastila. My characters are farther along than yours, so I was kind of towards the end, and so I'm getting ready to kind of wrap them up. But since when I started that, I was basically doing the Bastila, the Zalbar, the Jolie, and now I've added the Stormtrooper in order to get Hound's Tooth. And then I used the remaining ones on, I think, Embo right now, just to kind of work on him. But I don't have another hard note I really need. I might do Range Trooper or something moving forward. But the main ones I'm working on are Bastila, Jolie, Zalbar, and Stormtrooper's note for Hound's Tooth. And so how you spend your crystals is going to be fairly important. And the less you spend, the more you stock up for something coming down the line. Mm-hmm. And so do you want to spend those crystals now on getting more regular energy refreshes? And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm going to tell you right now. If you want to spend your crystals right now and do 3 of the energy refreshes for regular energy, and you want to do 1 for the cantina in order to speed along your mission in T3, nothing wrong with that. The only thing is you're not going to save up a stash of crystals. And so if something drops, the question you have to ask yourself, are you okay with not getting it the first time around, or still potentially being far the second time around that it comes? And so it's just kind of all about planning now, planning ahead with a reduced crystal income, and then just figuring out how you want to play. And I think you can definitely adjust to that. Your roster is far enough along that it shouldn't be hugely detrimental. The only kind of concern, and we mentioned this, your Old Republic do have some work if you're going to try for Revan the next time he comes around, which could be as early as like December, just based on the cadence for Journey, but he's not a typical Journey, so we don't know what his cadence is going to be. But if you assume December, then you're going to be kind of tight for a 7-star on all 5 of these characters, and so you can decide if you really want to try and push for that or not. But crystal expenditures are going to be your key thing, and just make sure that you do 2 of the refreshes, because otherwise you're going to be in danger of getting your 600 pretty much every day. And so you want to try and avoid that if you can.
All right. If you have questions, King of the Burbs, let us know. And we are here for you. And if you would like a roster review, all you need to do is send your GG page to Dr. Finn Medicine Woman, and he will get you added to our queue. Make sure he does respond, because if not, then he may not have got it. So, but make sure he does respond. All right. You wanted to go to the Tiltify page, Dr. Finn?
Yeah, let's do the Tiltify now, and we'll talk about some of these things that are on the Tiltify page, what has happened, what is available for you guys, and then we will go to the game show that everyone is waiting for, the new Sanely Red game show, who is our Quizmaster extraordinaire now. If you go to the Tiltify page, you can see that we are currently at 865 out of our 15,000 goal, which is awesome. And we haven't even done our super stream on the 15th. So, were you saying something, Sanely?
No.
Oh, okay. We are at 865 out of 15,000, so we're definitely on good pace here, considering we haven't done our mega stream, which is on December 15th, so please save that date, and hopefully you guys can join us. If you look on the left, there are some different things that you guys can click on, and this is kind of a review of what we did with the last stream, but there are different rewards and stuff for you guys. But at the top of the page, there is a link just to donate, and you can just straight donate without any rewards, challenges, polls. The reward challenges and polls are all there for you guys to have fun. And there are some things that you guys can get as a result of that. And so, but if you just want to just straight donate and you don't care about the rewards and the polls and stuff, there's the donate button at the top. On the left, though, let's go to rewards first, Ranger.
I'm there.
And currently, we have 5 different rewards for you guys. The first one is when we do our stream on December 15th, if you purchase the dad joke reward, we will read a dad joke every time we see that somebody has bought that reward. And so if you want to hear dad jokes, which are the type of jokes that Grande tells, and you want a lot of them, then go ahead and get that reward. And we will start reading them. If there's some of them that are bought before the start of the stream, we'll read them. We'll read some jokes at the start of the December 15th stream. The next one is a fun one that was actually added yesterday, if you guys hadn't seen it. McVenom recorded some stuff for us, and we're going to be putting together kind of a 1-minute video as a little clip that we can play during our live streams and during the 15th stream and all of that, just to let you guys know about the overall campaign that we're running. And so she was recording stuff. And what this is an outtake from that recording. And so she was practicing, and she was enunciating her B's, and she decided to practice saying the bearded butler wore buttless chaps to the bar mitzvah. And as you can see in the picture, she basically started to giggle as soon as she said that, because she just said the bearded butler wore buttless chaps to a bar mitzvah. And so that is now recorded in a video. And so if you want to get that video sent to you, you can go ahead and get that. And we will then email you a video that you can now commemorate as Tits McVenom saying that. I don't want to say it again.
All right, let's just get through the rest of these. We got a lot to cover here, Dr. Finn.
I know, but okay. The next one is getting a shout out. So if you buy that reward, we will give you a shout out on the December 15th stream. We already had, I think, 1 or 2 of those purchased, and we'll shout those out at the beginning of the 15th stream. We have some games that are donated by Sanely Red, and so if you buy that reward for $10, we will send you one of the random games that we have donated by Sanely, and we already have one of those purchased. Those are limited availability, and so there were 25, and now there's 24 of them. So if you guys want just a free PC game, there's your thing. And most important to us is the Stu Strong wristband. This is going to be a silicone wristband that we will mail to you. It actually says Stu Strong on there, and it has the Reality Skewed Gamers 2019, as that's our charity campaign. It has American Cancer Society and the RSG logo on there. We will mail that to you. Again, it's a silicone wristband, Stu Strong. $15, we will send that to you. We have 200 of those available. We have 1 purchase so far. So if you want your commemorative Stu Strong wristband, that is where you can get it.
There you go.
Next, let's go to the challenges. So in the challenges, we have one challenge that is now complete, which is that I am going to put a Zeta on a character that wins. And there is a poll that we'll get to. So there's a poll that we'll get to here in a second. But the challenge was for me to Zeta, so I will Zeta something on the December 15th stream.
And by something, he means Rose Tico.
Well, that's who's ahead right now, but we'll see what happens there.
Okay.
There might be some nice people there that are willing to help me out with that. But if we then go to the next challenge, so we have one challenge now that's for 250, and Tis McVenom will change her name in game to Tis McVoltron until April 8th, which is the day after we run the half marathon. So if you want her to be Tis McVoltron, there's the challenge for you. There's another one where when we get to Orlando, we're all going to kind of be together, and it's going to be the first time we'll be able to record something in person together. And so we will reenact some classic movie scenes, and we've been coming up with some lists of stuff here that we may do. But we will record some classic movie scenes and reenact them for you guys and record them and then put them on our page for that. So that's another challenge. I'll skip the next one because that one you have to get the audio ready, Ranger, if you don't have it already.
I didn't even know we were going to shit.
Yeah, so you can get that ready. We have another challenge. So the other challenge is Grande Patron will wear a shirt that says, I am CG Carey's pool boy when we go to Disney on the Saturday before the half marathon. And so when we go to Disney, we'll be at Disney on Saturday and Sunday, and we'll be going into the parks both days. So if you guys want to join us, we'll definitely start coordinating that. And the other part is that he will wear a shirt on that Saturday that says, I am CG Carey's pool boy. And I am going to be designing that shirt And so I'm going to have some fun putting that shirt together. But yeah, so if you want to see Grande wearing that shirt, we're already at 40 out of 500 on that one. Make sure that you donate to that challenge, and we'll have Grande wearing that shirt. And then lastly is the kind of the big challenge right now. On Friday, the ACS is planning kind of a get-together with all the people that are running and all the people that are part of the ACS team. And so that'll be the RSG crew that's going for the run. And for that, Ranger, do you have the audio ready?
Yep, here we go.
Okay.
What would you like Finity to do?
He needs to dye his hair silver with sparkles and glitter and little rhinestones. And he needs to dress up his porch. And he needs to put a little bow and glitter on his porch hat. And he needs to dress up his AK with sparkles.
So there you go. Because of Kyrie and her request.
Oh, sorry, the phone.
Because of Kyrie, on when we meet with the ACS, if you guys complete that challenge, I will wear a silver wig. I don't dye my hair, but I will wear a silver wig. I will get glitter and rhinestones in there. I have a feeling people are going to make me do this, so I did buy the wig already. And I will have McVenom style it for me when we get there. I'll ask her so she can give me the proper haircut, and then we'll put glitter and rhinestones and all that kind of stuff in there to make Kyrie happy. So that is the other challenge. I will make a fool of myself for the American Cancer Society, and so that challenge is kind of the big challenge there. And
all right.
So in April, when you're there, Ranger, since you're bunking with Finn, you roofie his drink and then dye his hair while he's asleep.
Well, I'll punch him in the face and say, "Quit your whining and get on it."
Kyrie was accepting of the wig, just so you know.
So I've gone to polls. So we have 2 polls up. Who is your favorite RSG member of the crew member that is running the half marathon? The winner will voice over certain Star Wars scenes with a randomly chosen donor to the Tiltify or ACS page. So we have that. You can donate for that poll. And then the next one, if the challenge for Affinity Zeta is complete, Affinity will Zeta the character that wins this poll. So far, Rose Tico has donated $500 for Rose Tico.
It wasn't just him. There was another donor for that too. I mean, awesome. I'm hoping people are nice. I mean, it's already. I mean, $500 really. I mean, all I can say is at least it's not 1,000 yet. There's still a chance. Rose Tico isn't at 1,000 yet, so there's still a chance that Chewie can win. Please help me get Chewbacca to win.
I keep Rose Tico going, guys. Just
I'd like to donate to Chewie. God, why? Donate to Chewie, please.
Rose Taco put in the chat, "I hate you, Finn. Anything that makes Finn sad, I will fulfill."
Yes! Yes! Good. Rose
Wow.
Tico.
So one thing, because
I feel your anger. It
Okay.
makes you stronger.
Since people do
Gives you
appreciate my
focus.
misery for whatever reason, goddamn.
Yeah, because you're a turd burglar.
I'm considering it. I may put up a second challenge for a second day.
Oh, man.
For that, the
The coffee
second
went
place
down
on
the
that
wrong
poll.
pipe. You should not try to drink coffee while you're doing the
I might put up another challenge to Zeta, the second place winner on that poll as well. I haven't decided yet. God, 2 Zetas. That's gonna hurt.
No,
Please,
shut up.
please give me Clone Wars, Chewie.
Shut up. Shut your... Everyone keep
I want Clone
donating.
Wars, Chewie.
No, listen to him. Just his tears are delicious. All right. So that's the Tiltify page. We covered that. So let's get to the new game show that we're playing, and that is to determine is it what are we calling this, Saintly?
Guess that Val Bacon.
No.
Oh, that's amazing.
No.
So explain how this is going to work, Saintly.
Okay, so there's just going to be one hint for each question, and each is going to just be 1 point.
Okay. And we have to guess whether this is Val Kilmer or Kevin
Bacon.
Okay.
Yep.
So Val Bacon is not going to be an answer.
No.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. First one. Played as Jim Morrison in the 1991
Val
movie.
Kilmer.
Yep. Fought graboids.
Ken Bacon.
Yep. His first movie was the 1978 movie Animal House as a frat boy.
Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon.
Yep. You could say he was kissed by a rose, Taco.
Val Kilmer.
Alright.
Because I'm Batman.
Who got that? I think we all said it at the same time.
That was
Mike said it first.
Yeah,
Okay.
Mike got that one.
Bernie made off with a lot of this actor's money in a Ponzi
Val
scheme.
Kilmer. I think it's Val Kilmer.
Is that
No.
right?
Kevin Bacon.
Oh, yeah.
If I got it wrong, then the next
Nobody,
person
yeah.
Okay, he's your Huckleberry.
Val Kilmer.
Kevin Bacon.
No.
Oh my gosh.
That's
I haven't
Tombstone.
seen that movie yet.
Oh, you must watch Tombstone.
You haven't seen Tombstone.
Okay, see, I had no idea about this. Like a week ago, one of my alliance members, Barbaric, I messaged him to ask him for some help, and he's like, "I'm your Huckleberry," and I'm like, "Okay, I know I'm old, and I know that I'm like out of touch with things, so I'm gonna go look this up because I have to look up like I would say 25% of the stuff that people say." And so I was like, "Oh, okay."
Oh my God, you've got
And then the next day, someone else said something to me that referring to Huckleberry, and I'm like, "What?" Oh, and the movie's been out for a couple of years, right?
It's 1994. Yeah.
94?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay, when I looked something up, it said 2014, so I don't know what I was looking up. But
That would be the 20th anniversary.
oh, okay, all right. So yeah, so someone said something, and well, in 1994, I was in high school, and I was busy being bad, and so
Right.
it
Okay.
doesn't surprise me that I missed it.
Okay.
So I will go.
You will
watch it
not
because
regret it.
people have
It
been
is amazing.
referencing it, and I'm like, what? I've never heard this before. And then all of a sudden, someone said it, and the next day, someone said it, and then like a week later, people were talking. I'm like, yeah, all right.
It's Val Kilmer as Doc Holliday is one of the greatest roles ever. He has the best one-liners ever. That's just my game. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot you were there. You may go. It's just the best sliders ever. All right, continue on, Stanley.
Has gotten into feuds with both Marlon Brando and Tom Sizemore.
Val Kilmer.
Came out with an album in 2007 and donated the proceeds to charity.
Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon.
Nope.
Val
Oh,
Kilmer.
really? Oh,
Snuck in there with the Val Kilmer.
good job, Finn. Finn for the steal.
Next one, plays in a band with his brother.
Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon.
Val Kilmer.
The band is called the Bacon Brothers.
Oh, gee, I wonder who
Val-
that is.
Val
Val
Bacon.
Kilmer.
Is Val Bacon his brother?
No, I don't think so. The Iceman Cometh.
Val Kilmer.
Directed a short video on a Funny or Die YouTube video called "A Duck Walks In on a Couple Having Sex."
Kevin Bacon.
Which one?
Kevin Bacon.
It was Kevin Bacon.
Damn it.
Okay, so final count: Ranger got 7 points, Mike got 2, Finn got 1, and so did Dana.
Hooray! I'm not zero.
I didn't even bother trying.
0. I got 0 last time. I'm not.
I got 0
but that
because
was the
Mike and
red
Ranger
thing.
got theirs wrong. I did not get one that I knew. I know nothing about Val Kilmer or Kevin Bacon. But ask me about Val Bacon and I'm good to go.
Swear to God, it's like I'm playing cards with my goddamn sister's kids. And get that cigar out of my face, Junior. You nerve-wracking sons of bitches. All right. So that was guess Val Bacon. I like that game. It was really good. Good job, Stanley.
Thank you. Revenator was so nice. He's like, I'm gonna help you with my with your quest to get Clone Wars Chewie to win. So he donated $1.01 to Clone Wars Chewie.
See? It's not
Thank you.
happening.
That is the start we need. Let's get the ball rolling on there. We have $1.01. Who's gonna go $1.02? $1.02, $1.02, $1.02. Do I hear $1.02?
$1.02 for roast taco.
No! Wrong character! Damn it! No! No $1.02 for Rostico. $1.02 for Clone Wars Chewie. Let's get the ball rolling.
I think Kyrie wants to say something.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi, Kyrie. I'm sure you don't want to talk to me. You want to talk to your buddy Finn. Finn, say hi to Kyrie.
Hi, Kyrie.
Hi.
Did you like the porg picture?
Yeah.
I'm gonna if you get everyone to dress up, like if you get them to vote for the challenge, I'm gonna dress up with the wig and rhinestones and glitter and everything.
That's awesome.
You see that? It's for the children. Get that challenge. It is for the children. See,
Kyrie, is there anything else you want?
Porg.
Kyrie is like my favorite person now.
My God.
Oh my God.
That's the cutest thing.
Awesome.
Let's see. Is there anything, Kyrie, you want Dr. Finn to do besides that? No? You can't think of anything else?
Play
Just
Kelpo Cats.
play what?
Kelpo Cats.
What's that?
It's a game.
Oh, how do you what kind of game is it? How do you play it?
It's on the phone.
Oh, it's on the phone. Okay, so Finn, you have to play. Now, can Dr. Finn play with you?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Oh,
Jaina, you send me the name of the app, and when
Okay.
McDonald is doing my hair, I will be playing that, and we'll make a video just for Kyrie. I will play the game on my phone while I'm getting dressed up with my rhinestones and my glitter and my wig and everything if the challenge gets filled.
Okay.
Okay. All right. We have a
Tell
deal.
me what cats you got then.
Okay. When
Yeah,
I play, I will
so-
tell you what cat I got.
okay. So we have to make a note of that. We have to make a note of that, Dr. Finn.
Mhm.
Kyrie, that which cat that you play.
Okay.
Is there a certain type of cat you want him to play, or does it matter, Kyrie?
You don't really get to pick.
Oh,
Yeah, you have
Yeah,
to
well-
just tap it, and then you get that cat.
oh,
Okay.
okay. Interesting. Well, we're sorry you're feeling bad, hun.
Thank you.
I hope you feel better. You gotta make sure you get lots of rest and drink your fluids and stuff.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want any voices for me to do for you before we let you go?
I'm okay.
You're okay. Well, we
You
know.
just wanted to talk to me, Ranger.
Oh well, okay. So I'm not gonna do Kermit or Yoda or Mickey Mouse.
She's
then.
my friend.
Okay. Jealous you are.
Oh, do Kermit, Ranger. She'll love Kermit.
Hi ho, Kermit the Frog here from Sesame Street News with Kyrie and Dr. Finn. Now, Kyrie, is Dr. Finn your friend?
Yes,
Oh, why is he your friend?
because I like him.
Well, why do you like him? Everyone else doesn't like him. Why do you like him?
Because he's nice.
Well, that's the word of the day, nice. So we like to have friends that are nice.
You're making her smile and laugh and cough at the same time.
Aw.
Well, that is because I am trying to cure her of the cold, unlike you, Dr. Finn, who are doing nothing. Can I be your friend more than Dr. Finn?
No.
Oh, but I give good hugs.
So you can still be my friend.
Oh, well, that's very nice. See, that's what friends do. They are very nice to one another. Quiet you will be. Friend I will be more. Yoda, go away. No one likes you.
Ranger's talking to himself. All right, Kyrie, go rest up. Go feel better, okay?
All right.
Bye.
Bye, Kyrie.
Bye.
Oh, my God.
See? I'm her bestest friend.
She is so adorable.
It's not. That's criminal. How adorable she is. That's not right. It's not right.
She got away with saying
I'm-
pork to Ranger without anger.
I know, right? You cannot be angry at that. I can't. Now, when you two knuckleheads do it, yeah, it's easy. But truly wonderful, the mind of a child is.
All right. All right, Sanely, are we ready with questions?
Can I also
Yep.
say,
ahead.
I had a parent-teacher conference yesterday,
Mhm.
and she made the honor roll for 5th grade. and
Nice.
I am so proud. So I'm just going to brag about that a little bit. It brought tears to my eyes. Like, oh, it's so good.
Good job, Kyrie.
Congratulations.
That's right. Tell her Uncle Ranger Jay is also in school and is on the honor roll, so she has to maintain that, or he'll be very upset.
Tell her.
She'll be like, "No, I don't care. Dr. Finn's all I care about."
The name of the app was called Cuddle Cat?
No, it's actually called Klepto Cats, but we were talking about it, and when she first asked me, she was like, "There's something called, I think it's like Kelpo Cats," and I was thinking, I'm like, I'm not sure about that, and she was telling me it was a book, and so I remembered looking through like the book order form for the book fair at the school, and I was like, "You mean Klepto Cats?" And she was like, "Yeah, that's it." And we laughed, and so we've just been calling them Kelpo Cats, but it's Klepto Cat.
Okay, I found it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll download it and I'll open it when we're at Disney. I'm downloading it now, and so I'll have it on my phone.
Awesome. Yeah, when you first open it, it makes you choose a cat, like it's a random thing. And
Okay.
So, yeah.
Do I need 1 or 2? Because there's apparently Kleptocats 2.
one is
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
All right.
I have 1 is downloading right now.
Awesome.
I am ready for it.
All
So
right.
there you go, guys. You fill in that challenge for me to wear the wig, and all of this stuff will come true for Kyrie.
Yay.
All right. Let's get to some questions. Now that the
Zarathustra. Question: is Rose Tico the best resistance attacker or greatest resistance attacker ever? Asking for a friend.
Why? Why? Someone please donate $1.02 to Clone Wars 2. Let's get this going.
I thought that was a serious question to look at the end. I'm like, what the hell are you talking? Oh, I see what you did. Oh my god, that's great. Oh Christ.
Come on, man. All right, next question.
Ski Trooper. Question: finally add Bosk to Gear 11 6-star, 7-star
Nice.
in Gear 12 soon. Boba is Gear 12, Dengar, Zam, IG-88, and Django are Gear 11. Django's only 3-star though. Which 5 would you mod? Which 5 and how do you mod Boba and IG-88 under Bosk in Territory Wars?
I mean,
Very carefully with mods.
yeah. Okay, can you repeat just the name of the bounty hunters that he has again? So Bosk, Boba, IG-88, Django, who's 3-star, and what are the other ones?
He's got Bosk, Boba, Dengar, Zam, IG-88, and Django.
Okay. So no Greedo.
Nope.
I would say that Zam gets left out. So then I think your team is going to end up being Bosk lead with the Zeta, Boba, 88, Cad Bane, and Django. But I would replace Django with Greedo if you can get Greedo up. Then I'm
Django's only 3-star, he said, though.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know if you guys think differently. I like Django on that team better than Zam, but I'm not really happy with either of them on the team, to be honest. Django is better as a leader, But if you're running Bosk lead, then Zam isn't really getting like full potential. Like if he was running Boba lead, maybe it would be better. But I wouldn't not run Bosk lead, especially in territory wars. I mean, that's kind of the whole survival aspect of the team. I really wish Greedo was one of them. That's the difficulty I'm having trying to answer that question right now. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna say that Zam gets left out, and you would do even those 3-star. I would say you put in Django in there, just because I think his utility is a little bit more useful than Zam with that particular team. But you're going to be reliant on the other ones anyway, so.
Chewie, how do you feel about the mod table bonus prizes?
What prizes?
It's shit.
What prizes
Dude,
are you referring
I've
to?
gotten like 20 shards of the frickin' Geos and 1 Aura Sing shard.
I've got nothing.
And 5 clone shards. It's shit. I mean, ugh. Grumble.
I mean, so we mentioned this before, right? So the way that they worded the drops, it didn't guarantee anything, and that's why I recommended like you don't bother saving energy or anything. You're just wasting mod energy, especially if you don't get 600 and stuff for it. You're not normally spending it. Then it also, this one I didn't know, but it is in the wording where it said that you may get a shard, so it's not 100% drop rate. And so that was what I was going on, but that may include characters like Kenobi, Grievous, and Jango. It wasn't limited to those 3. You get all of the other 3 characters, or all of the other like 20 some odd characters, and so you have like maybe a 1 in 5 chance to get the box itself, and then after that you have like a 1 in 20, 25 chance minimally to get a Jango shard if that's what you're going after. And so it's not designed for you guys to try and get extra shards of a character. It's just there to give you something bonus. So I mean, I don't particularly care. It's more shard shop currency for me. That's all I was expecting anyways. So I mean, I have no issue with it. I think people looked way too much into it in terms of farming Django, and that was the mistake.
I'm so happy to hear this. I've got 1,818 energy of 144 waiting to do this.
Why are you still holding?
Because I'll do it after reset. My reset is
Yeah, but you're wasting so much energy right now not doing it. Because mod energy is a faster reset.
No, I know, but I've got 1,800 of it, so.
Yeah, but you're wasting energy. This is why people yell at Ranger every time they see his screen and he has full energy bars. Like you're not getting the natural regen.
No, but I've got more in there than I would have got through the natural regen.
Wait, and why are you waiting for the reset? It doesn't even count towards your 600.
I know, but I also... Oh, actually, I tell you what I was waiting for. It's here now, I think. Is another 45 to add to it. Yay.
Why? I don't understand what you're saving for.
Hey, shit. Bollocks. I got the wrong one. Never mind.
But I still don't understand what you're saving for.
I don't know. I was just waiting for reset. I was waiting for...
There's like no reason to wait for the reset. It doesn't even count towards your 600.
That does not make sense.
True, isn't it?
That's
does not.
Chewbacca. He's from the planet Kashyyyk. That does not make sense.
I don't know why you're saving. It makes my head hurt. You're making my head hurt, Mike.
Good job. Good job, Mike.
Ski Trooper's right. I can't do math either. In fact, I called it maths. Dun, dun, dun.
You made Finn's brain hurt. Crops. Massive.
Meanwhile,
It hurt my brain cried a little bit. It's like, what the hell is Mike doing? Why? It's like, oh, Mike is saving it. Wait, why is he saving it? It doesn't count towards 600.
Wait, hang on. York was just on the headset. What did he say? It's Mike here. Did I get away with it?
God. All right, next question.
Travis Anderson, question of the Territory War bonus characters. Which should you run each under, like Mace on offense or defense, etc.?
Depends on your GP.
Mm-hmm.
Have a laugh, run it on offense.
Yeah,
Otherwise
I
you
mean,
don't
if
get
you're
otherwise you don't get to see what he does unless you're going to
Yeah.
have someone record him.
And you actually can control those pieces too. You know, like the AI is not going to play him better than you will.
Yeah. I mean, so Mace is so anything besides kind of the top end, Mace is better on offense because you're probably facing Treya teams. But what I'm seeing a little bit more on the top end though is that because the Jedi team with like Revan or Bastila or something, Mace can be thrown into that team and just become nasty to deal with. So
Yeah, just huck them right at it.
yeah, I mean, he can go on offense or defense at the top, but as you get a little bit lower, probably around 170 is kind of the cutoff that I'm using, but it's probably closer to about 180 or so. If you're below that range, you're probably still seeing a lot of Treyos on defense. Maybe not so much this month now because Mace is just such an easy counter. So I would save Mace for offense.
So does Hero apply for any of Mace's stats or no? Like, does he share anything through Hero?
Well, Hero is going to be based on Mace's base stats anyways. It's not going to be 10% on top of the like additional
Gotcha,
stats.
okay.
So it's just going to pile on top of that. So
And you'd run Revan on one squad and Mace on his own.
yeah. Or you could put Mace under Bastila and just let it be.
I saw some nasty screenshots of Maces earlier today. I'm talking Gear 12 and 5/6. Fully maxed Maces. There's it's like, ooh. Nasty.
Yeah. But then other characters wise, Dooku, if you're running Treya teams on defense, I think Dooku works out really well on defense. You just have to make sure he's modded if you have him. Grievous is probably a little bit better on offense, and Cup is definitely offense because Scoundrels are on defense teams. There's no reason to have Cup on defense. Next question.
Mr. Pennypinch, question for Ranger. Did Finn show you the shirt I made of him?
Did you? I don't think so.
It was in general chat, wasn't it? I don't think he PM'd it to me. Let me see. He put it in, I believe it was general chat. Yeah, because somebody else commented on it. It was, I think, yesterday or the day before. He posted it in general. I'll show him it, Penny Pinch. I wasn't sure if he saw it or not. I didn't tag him for it, but yeah. I remember seeing it, but I was pretty sure it was in general. All right, we can go to the next question in the meantime.
Helenix, could you quickly explain to folks, especially newer players, that whenever they see someone saying they can get $50 worth of crystals for $13 in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, it's a scam. CG will delete the player's account from in-game. Don't do it. It's a hack of the client side of the game. I was DM'd by a handful of folks whose guildies got kicked this morning. This PSA is brought to you by the GRDS and RSG now as well. Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If something is too good to be true, it probably is.
And it means Finn did
No,
it.
the biggest tip we can give on that kind of stuff is if it's third party, you're taking your account into your own hands. You know,
And as Tits has taught us, it's
you
never
risk
just
getting
the
your
tip.
account banned, you know, and you risk getting your account stolen. So, you know, just be very, very careful about third-party stuff when it comes to these types of games.
And if you do
Next
get,
question.
and if you do get caught, just blame Finn.
No, don't, not for
Make
this.
sure you hashtag his ass on that.
Chewy, as free-to-play, which tunes need to be at Gear 12 as opposed to base Gear 11?
Okay.
Arena.
So characters that have bayonets tend to be at the top of the list, and characters that have multi-tools tend to be at the top of the list. And that's because bayonets increase the damage and multi-tools give lifesteal. And so those characters, and I'm probably going to miss some, but some of the kind of the more critical ones, BB-8, because he has a multi-tool, Han Solo, because he gets a bayonet. If you're doing Thrawn Magma Trooper, you want Magma Trooper also at Gear 12 for kind of the same reason. Wampa gets double bayonets. So Wampa is another character that you want to try and get a little bit higher. A character for a different reason is Kylo Ren Unmasked, and that's because his health pool is really important to how you deal with the character, and so you can all of his like Gear 12 pieces, Gear 12 and Gear 12 plus pieces, like give him some kind of health. By the way, sorry if you hear banging outside. There's like the house next door is getting roof work done, so that's why you're hearing that clunk clunk maybe every now and then. But Kylo Ren Unmasked, you get a lot of health with all of his Gear 12 gear, and so he is a good target in order to get the Gear 12 as another one. If you're doing Heroic Sith and all of that, Resistance Trooper, a really good one because he gets a multi-tool and a bayonet. So he is another one. Trying to think who else. I mean, I would recommend a character like Thrawn, or whoever you're using as your capital ship and potentially your pilots as well. They are good characters to get to Gear 12. They may not get the biggest boost in terms of their like character abilities, depending on who it is. Like Thrawn gets a little bit tankier and all that kind of stuff. So Thrawn is useful. You can make use of Vader also, for example. But somebody like Biggs, you may use Danger Zone or something to betray a team. But Biggs is more now considered a pilot more than he is like a character that you utilize in Arena or something. And so Biggs is another character you might want to take to Gear 12, especially if you're working on him. Bosk, kind of for the same reason. Most tanks are good to take to Gear 12 because they have health. But again, depends on where you're using them. If you're using them just for territory wars, I probably wouldn't. Not until later game. But if you're using them for arena characters are good to take to Gear 12. Let's see. Let me see. Who am I missing? Am I missing someone? I'm sure I'm missing somebody.
Ooh, Enfy's Nest. She takes 2 bayonets.
Okay, yeah, that's another one. Enfys Nest. She gets 2 bayonets just like Wampa, so she's going to be a good one to take to Gear 12. Who else? There are some other ones that are a little bit different, and they can be good to take to Gear 12, but again, it depends on how much you're focusing on them. A character that is that I kind of like is Daka, and because Daka has a lot of abilities that are based on her health pool, and she has 2 Gear 12 pieces, the med pack and the armor thing, that give her additional health, and I think it's somewhere around 7,000, 8,000 extra health within the 2 pieces, and so you can increase her health pool as well. So there's a few of them, and you can kind of see that it's kind of specific based on a few different criteria. Main criteria: bayonets, multi-tool, and fleet. Those are kind of the 3 main criteria to Gear 12 characters.
Another 2 that stand out is like Boba. Boba's a really good like key piece in any bounty hunter team, right? He takes a bayonet, and then what was that? Saw's Ventress too. She's your big damage dealer for Night Sisters, so bayonet's like a must for her. Jedi Training Ray, you mentioned Resistance Trooper earlier. She takes a bayonet too, so that's another damage dealer. Those are the really good ones that stick out to me.
Next question.
Mr. Pennypinch. Question for a panel. What is something that us as the community that follows you guys faithfully can do for you guys? Just want you guys to know how awesome you are in and outside the community, and the things you do for us all outside the game we play. You guys are a blessing. Thank you, guys.
Hookers and blow, I think is.
I am so sorry.
Said all that nice stuff, and your response was hookers and blow.
Well, I want her.
Well, he does know. He does know who he's talking to. So, all right. So, I mean, honestly, we don't. We don't really need anything. We appreciate you guys watching and supporting us. We know not everyone has financial means, and so we do appreciate those that donate through Super Chat and Patreon and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of obviously keeps everything going, but a lot of what we do is for the community. So, I mean, simply all we want is just to kind of get the word out. Like we're doing the ACS stuff. So if you guys can spread the word about the overall campaign, whether it's with the Reality Skewed Gamers website that we have linked in the description, whether it's on the forum post that Crumb was nice enough to kind of pin and comment on. I mean, whatever it is, all we all we want is just to kind of, for us, it is really about the community, bringing the community together, growing the community, having fun together. I mean, we play different games at night. We play other computer games during the day. We do these streams in order to interact with you guys on the chats. We have chats at like different times, right? So we do like Jedi Academy in the morning, and I know for some people it's really early in the morning, and for other people it's like perfect because it's in the middle of the afternoon. And so we try to do stuff in the morning, in the evening, in the afternoon. Like we try to do as much as we can for you guys, and we just hope that you guys are able to join us and just have fun. So that's really it.
Yeah.
Mo's Mike, question, what's the over/under on the road ahead getting released today?
I'm actually going to say yes. I'm going to say it is released today.
Then you're dumb.
I think they're going to release it ahead of a weekend and just let us do over some, and it may be kind of a coded Crumb road ahead as well. But I think they're going to give us something today. I don't think they're oblivious to the fact that everyone wants something, and one, it's getting very close to the middle of the quarter now. Like we're almost halfway through November, and so anything for the quarter is going to be coming very late right now. And so I think that's part of it. And the other part is they could easily give us like a clue or something today, let us stew over it over the weekend, and then come Monday give us a full road ahead and buy themselves time. So I think something is going to be coming today.
Helenix, question, that Grande Pool Boy t-shirt reward is $500, and I have said I'd fund it myself. I may have to rob a bank to do this as I'm poor. If it's for a good cause, does that mean I won't be arrested?
No, you'll be arrested.
You'll be arrested, but you can talk about it at sentencing.
Well, I mean, Grande's will visit you in jail because he spends a lot of time there.
Grande can represent you.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
He can share his commissary privileges with you.
Oh,
If the jacket does not acquit it, you must acquit.
And if you're really unlucky, you'll have to share a cell with Grande.
I mean, not wrong.
Darkside Ranger J 1999. Question, hey everybody, Darkside Harry Carey here. Why did Harry Carey reference to our mom as your mom on Wednesday's stream? This message brought to you by E. coli. Drop 30 pounds with E. coli.
Hi everybody, Harry Carey here. Thanks for Darkside Ranger J 1999 giving my next commercial idea. Ebola! Is your blood too thick for you? Well, get some Ebola going and you can get half of that out of your body instantly.
He didn't say Ebola.
I know, is he combining Ebola
E.
and
coli.
E. coli?
Hey, listen, I'm doing the public service announcement. Don't correct me. Ebola!
Something new he came up with.
Hey, what was the question?
Ebola.
You could also promote beer bulimia.
Hey, shut up, you.
Drink beer and vomit.
Hey, we don't want
No
your.
need for the.
Quit your filthy English talk here, communists. We're trying to get to the question. So, what was the question again? I said something about whose mom?
Why did Harry Carey reference to our mom as your mom on Wednesday's stream?
I'm not sure what he's referring to.
He asked a question as Darkside Harry Carey, and you said something about his mom. I can't remember the exact response, but you said your mom, and he's saying
you have to say mom.
Oh, good. I thought he referred to a father figure of some sort. I meant what I said. I don't remember what I said, but if I said it, it's what I meant. Hey, boy!
Go say the next question.
Grand Admiral of the Republic. Why did Ranger leave Team Instinct? Was it because he went from whale status to free-to-play status?
No, they wanted a higher GP guild kind of thing, and I just didn't have it, so, they asked me to leave.
They restructured, right? They went from like 7 guilds to 3 guilds.
Well, this was after that, but they were looking for like, because I was in Echo, and so they were kind of looking to recruit more higher GP players, period, right? So this is the days that they were trying to finish up Darkside Territory battles, things of that nature. It wasn't that I didn't participate in raids and all that other stuff, but that's just something that they wanted, and they said that they were making room for those kind of folks, and I I wasn't. I just didn't meet the requirement anymore that they wanted. So it was fine. They asked me to leave. I found MC, and the rest is history.
Hey, I got a point to add to that.
Oh God!
Oh Jesus
Who
Christ!
helped you find Metachlorian?
Harry Carey.
That's not even the name of the guild. Oh my God!
Midichlorians. Yeah, Midichlorians.
You
But I
said
think-
Medichlorians.
Well, I knew what I meant.
Hey!
Who helped
Now we all know that Grande Patron does not have a brain, but what do we think's inside his head to replace it? I'm going with dog excrement as the substance that we would find in there.
All I'm saying is your boy hooked his brother up.
Shut up, Grande! I'm trying to make a speech about your brain matter.
You can. I might be dumb, but I'm telling you, I know how to.
No, you're pretty brain damaged, Grande. I mean, if we put electrodes to your brain, it would have no activity. Hell, it might even be cyberspace going on in there. I'm not quite sure.
I'm like that special guy that was everybody's friend in high school.
Special is definitely the word.
This is like the most ridiculous conversation ever.
Shut up, Finn. Nobody likes you.
Harry and Grande. What the hell are we
Hey, Grande. What are we gonna do about this Great Wall in China? I'm worried sick about it.
Did you just say Great Wall of China?
Well, yes.
I'm telling you, if there's a Great Wall of China, I've never seen it. I'm not so worried about it.
Oh, you can see it from outer space and everything. It keeps out all the Thundercats from the north of the wall.
I'm a flat earther, so there is no China on the other side.
That's not true. Grande's lying.
Oh,
Stanley, please help us.
Hey,
Let's do the next question. Grande's boring me.
Save us.
Hermit Fulgrim. Question by Grandmaster Yoda is 5,128 special damage. How much higher should I push that up?
Over 9,000. See, I'm on top of this stuff today.
you can probably be able to get him to 8.
I mean, yeah, it depends on what you want to do, right? Do you want to go more on special damage, or are you trying to push his crit damage? I don't know if you have the 216% crit damage either. So, I mean, push it as high as you can. The higher, the better. That means he does more damage, and he has nice multipliers and stuff that you can see.
And if it's under Revan, if it's under a Revan lead, he already gets a ton of crit. So I would definitely say go crit damage based on the crit chance you're already going to get from Revan lead. Just me.
Yeah, I just put a 6E triangle on him with crit damage, and I noticed the difference on that for sure. So if you can slice it up to 6E, do that.
Maz Kanada. What order should I do these 3 Zetas? Nest or Chewie's 2 Zetas? Both tunes or Gear 12?
I'd say do Rose Taco.
I like Nest better, yeah.
Nest is really nice, and Nest doesn't have to be on a Chewie team, right? So you could probably do one. You could probably do one Nest, and then Nest is great. And then after Nest, then you could go in and do Chewie, and you'd want to do the. You really need the Chewie one. I think that's the Protector one, right?
Is unique the one that cooldown, or the one that affects the guarded buff?
I can't remember. The one that affects I think it's the one that affects the guarded buff.
Yeah, it heals the team too, right?
That's the one. Where's Finity? Finity will correct me if I'm wrong. But you want to do the Protector one first, and then after that, then go back and look at his unique.
Wait, sorry, which character was this?
Chewie and Nest.
Pay attention, Dr. Finn.
All right.
But definitely Nest.
Which Zeta are you doing? Sorry, I missed the question because I got a message really quick. So the question is, which Zeta, is it Chewie or Enfys? Which ones do you do first?
Yeah.
So if you're running Enfys in Arena, you need to do Enfys first because she has to avoid the taunts. Otherwise, you're going to just trigger Scion, which is typically who you're going to end up hitting against. Unless it's Revan, then it's a whole different scenario. But you still want to do Enfys first, then Loyal Friend on Chewie. Those are your top 2. You don't have to do the unique on Chewie unless you're facing like a Nihilus or something. It has limited benefits.
Kazakage, too easy. Question, Finn, why does Rose bring you so much pain?
Her Zeta is useless.
That's not true. Rose and Finn had a relationship back in 1997, and he's never gotten over it.
He tried to kill himself in order to get away from her.
You lose out, Dr. Finn. The real Finn is taking your place, and she's in love.
The other Finn can take my place. I don't give a crap. I don't want to be with Rose.
Just do the damn Zeta and quit being such a whiny little turd.
I don't have to do the Zeta yet. Somebody can save me from it.
Nobody likes a whiny little turd. Shut up, Finn.
Somebody can donate to Clone Wars Chewie.
Next question. Let's put him on mute. Could we please? Thank you.
Kazakage, too easy. Question, do you guys think we will get double drops again before the year ends on every node?
No.
Yeah, they've been pretty stingy on double drops.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that's coming anytime soon. Probably not even for the anniversary, but we'll see.
Isn't the anniversary... when is the anniversary? It's later this month, right?
Yeah, 24th. We were looking at it earlier. There's like different questions with the date with regards because they did like early releases and stuff, but it looks like the 24th is the official date.
Gotcha. Doyson, question, next gear farm. I have 4 of 5 on many teams. Who should I gear up first? Embo, First Order, Stormtrooper, Range Trooper, or Cad Bane?
Voltron.
I was just getting ready to say Voltron as well.
I like First Order Stormtrooper.
Kind of can't go against First Order Stormtrooper. He's really good.
And if I had to pick the second one, Range. I mean, like, you got your variants with Troopers, but Range Trooper's still awesome.
Anybody else thoughts?
I'm okay with that. I mean, it's hard to tell without the context of the rest of the roster, though.
Right.
Captain Planet.
Oh, he's our hero.
Because like the other
Gonna take pollution down to 0.
Like the other two bounty hunters aren't must-have bounty hunters, right? Like Cad Bane's nice, Embo's nice, but they're not like the must-have bounty hunters. So you can benefit your roster way more with those first two. So
yeah, I agree.
Cad Bane's ship's pretty good.
Yeah, nobody cares about ships. All right, let's.
But you still can't farm it, so it's like it's just sitting there.
Well, no, but it's going to be farmable soon.
DM.
You'll already have it 3-star. If you've got a geared crew member, then I'm just throwing it in. I mean, ship seems to be livening up a bit, and it's one of the new shinies. So,
oh yeah,
just a thought.
Mock question. I checked all my 1, 2, and 3 dot mods yesterday to make sure they weren't in use/lock before trying to sell them, which they aren't. I still can't sell them. Who do I need to contact to fix it? The only mods I can sell are 4 and 5 dots.
I'm looking at mods because I don't have any, but
I don't know why you're not seeing them. Just open a ticket. If you click on the top left in the little gear icon, there's a help option, and you can work through the options, and it'll get you to open a ticket. But I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't be able to sell them. There's some filters and stuff on the actual mod screen. Maybe that's what's doing it, but I just can't see why. Let me see. I'm checking mine. Actually, I'm checking mine, and let me see. Mine are all. Oh no, they're all equipped. Let me unequip one. Let's see. So let me remove.
I don't think I've had a problem selling them. I'll check mine as well, but I'm pretty sure I just sold some the other day.
I know York's got tons of them. I'm just going to go into York.
Yeah, I'm checking right now just to see what the hell's going on. So let me see if I do that, and then I remove it. So now I have a remove, and then I sell. No, it comes up. I can sell my mod.
So, ooh, 216k. I said he had a lot. I've just done it.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing up. I can't explain it. I mean, if they're not equipped or something, then I mean, I don't know why. I would just open up a help ticket, and then you can do that through the top left of the gear icon and the help.
Yeah, I just took one off and was able to sell it immediately. If it's not locked, because if it's locked and stuff, you can't do anything with it. But yeah, I was able to.
Okay, what you really need to do is you got to click the button that says "I need an adult."
In other words, you won't find it here.
How many questions do we have, Sanely? Because we are well over time.
We got 13.
13. Okay, rapid fire. Let's go.
Revenator, question: thoughts on the new Star Wars live-action show showcasing Cassian Andor's character?
Ouchie loves it. Next question.
Only if it's got the dude that actually plays Cassian Andor in it.
Yeah, he's
and
in
Ouchie
it.
will love it, and he needs tight pants. Next question.
Then it might be good.
Verga Grande Chingon, question: does Carrie's Kill Bill tweets hint to anything coming up?
No.
Yep, she's getting ready to kill Grande. Next question.
No, she's gonna buy him a new pair of shorts. Because I mean, you gotta make sure your pool boy is dressed nice.
Exactly. She's gonna kill her pool boy. There you go.
Michael Longmead, question: what is the least mod-dependent Rev Encounter team, i.e., a team that can beat Revan led team without having God mods?
None right now. There is no pure counter.
Freya with Ewok
Night
Elf.
Sisters.
It's still not a pure counter. If you don't have the mods in order to at least match up reasonably against it, Revan's gonna kill you. There's no like pure counter to the abilities that he has. There's a lot of counters, but not pure counters.
Chewie, question: will the road ahead come today, or will it be our Christmas present? Well, if it comes on Christmas, then it'd be the road behind.
Unless it's the road ahead for the next quarter and they just skip this one. This quarter was Revan. You dealt with it. There's nothing else.
Chewie, question: will there be a Silverbolt reward for this Tiltify?
We are working on stuff with Silverbolt, so I don't know yet.
Tim Bedard, question: under Bastila lead, is it better for Grandmaster Yoda to have critical damage or offense? Same for Ezra.
In general, I mean, in general, I would go with crit damage on both, especially under Bastila because she gives crit chance.
Corey Delmeyer, question: I've gone all offense every territory war. My record is 307 banners. What's yours?
42.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
I go half and half, so it's nowhere near that, but I try.
I can't even remember.
I don't remember. I honestly don't pay attention. Each war is so different. I don't pay attention.
I used to,
I think I
especially
got a
since I came
250
over to
one
Mighty
time.
Chlorine, but like, it's just so hard to keep track of it all.
Helen X, question for Senor Papi Grande. I will be robbing a bank to fund a portion or fund a donation for the Pool Boy T-shirt Tiltify reward. I'll be using a jacket. Can I put you on retainer for my eventual court case?
The silence says it all.
Grande.
It's like, no, guys, I'm not gonna do it.
He's gonna come back like Grande represents everybody. Next question.
I guess it's another question for Grande. I'll wait until he comes back for that. Matt Bailey, question: how do you weirdos use Wampa in the Sith raid?
Yes.
Phase 2. General Kenobi, Wampa, Thrawn, Sabine, Hermit Yoda.
Verga Grande Chingon, question: should I Zeta Jolie or Revan Direct Focus next? I have the other Jedi Zetas.
Direct focus.
No,
Direct
he asked
focus.
about Jolie. He said he's asking about Jolie, or he already has Jolie.
He's asking if you should Zeta Jolie.
Jolie's
Or
useless without the Zeta. Without the
Well,
Zeta,
yeah, I
Jolie is
agree.
crap.
But if like you go against a mirror match Revan team and you don't have direct focus, you'll lose. Like if you
Yeah.
have Jolie or not, you'll lose because the stun and the ability cooldown, it'll just throw you off and you'll be down a peg to their Revan team and it'll eat you alive or you'll time out. So you need all three Zetas on Revan before you even put any Zetas on Jolie or Grandmaster Yoda, Ezra, any of those. You need to triple Zeta him first.
Next question.
Helenix, question for Finn. Don't worry, Finn. I'll save you from Zetaing Rose Taco. You know you can count on me because when I'm focused, I get stuff done. Oh, look, a blue car. What was I talking about again?
It's happening.
Somebody be nice and save me. Next question.
It's happening. I'm going to check the Tiltify right now.
It's still at 500 versus $1.01.
Well, let's just look at that.
Next question.
Michael Longmead, question, are there any optimal heroic 600 raid teams that require Emphas Nest?
Require no.
No.
I mean, it was the Treya team, but that got changed. So right now, it's just kind of throwing her in there. She can produce a lot of damage, but no specific team or phase.
Yep, Rose Tico's still leading.
Somebody save me.
Enfys is just fun. You know what I mean? Like it's nice to use her on offense more so than now, but it depends on what you're at level in territory wars.
Somebody save me. Clone Wars Chewie. Next question.
Mr. Penny Pinch, question for Grande. What is the point of taking credit for getting Ranger in MC? Oh, sorry. That's what big deals do. Sorry.
Yep, that's true.
Next question.
Matt Bailey, question, how do you use Wampa in the Sith raid if you're already using the Jedi in a Bastila team?
You're not using the Wampa with the Jedi.
Yeah, there's only one Jedi, is Kenobi.
Well, it's
Yeah.
Hermit too, and you
But
know,
Hermit just survives. Like
Right.
he comes
most
back.
Of the time, most of the time, though, like if the team goes to the enrage, like when Scion does his AOE, if his AOE's up, that is, it'll knock the whole team down and then clear Hermit's foresight, and then it'll hit him that second time, and then he'll die. Like that happens if you go to the enrage most of the time. Like there's a really low.
And you don't have
chance to hit
Hermit's
him
second
out.
Zeta.
Yeah. I mean, like I have both of the Zetas too, and like I've run so many different variants of that Wampa team, and tried a couple of other fifths before Sabine, but like I see what he's asking because most of the time Hermit will or won't survive at that enrage point with both those teams because Bastila gets you that point too, right? So it's just basically if you're going to run the Bastila team first or not, and then if you run the Wampa team to the point where you let the team kind of die down before the enrage, that'd be your best chance. But then you're sacrificing damage output too, so it all depends on how much damage.
I make it
you
to
do
the
with both
enrage all the
teams.
time, and my Hermit Yoda constantly retreats.
Well, then you get better luck than me at it.
Yeah, I mean, because I end up using Hermit like 5 times. He always escapes. So I
Yeah.
use him on like 5 different phase 2 teams that all do somewhere between like 0.5% to 5%, depending.
Yeah, like that's why I asked that question the other night about the fracture with Scion, but that's a whole nother spiel.
As long as Hermit Yoda is stealth, then he's not going to get attacked. So one of the things is if you have a second Zeta, you don't immediately do Master's Training. You wait a turn because there's a chance that you just did Master's Training, and so you have another turn of stealth, and so then you stealth him on the next turn that goes around. Otherwise, you waste a turn of the stealth.
And we're caught up on all the questions.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Has anybody else helped me on Clone Wars Chewie? No, still $1.01.
Check, guys.
Aldo.
I don't mind Holdo either.
Rose.
No!
Park.
Park Park!
Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
I think we can just end it on that, Ranger.
Yeah.
Park loves elbows.
Aw.
Oh my God.
Kyrie wins.
Yeah,
She
I
was-
love that he says it, and Ranger can't be mad.
I just can't. I can't do it. It's not fair.
Aw.
I just. All right, Dr. Finn, go ahead and close us out. Poor
All right.
Glover.
Well, thank you very much all for joining us. This is a lunch stream. We do this at noon Eastern time. We have our Wednesday night stream at 8 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday night, so hopefully you guys can join us there where we go through the news and notes from the community for the past week. Saturday mornings, 10 a.m., so tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern time, we will have Jedi Academy, where it's the RSG crew plus a bunch of smarter YouTubers that are there joining the RSG crew who just basically try to bring them down the entire time and answer your questions. So it's a pure 2-hour question and answer stream. You guys ask the questions, we provide the answers, so hopefully you guys can join us for that. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell because we do other live streams, so you guys can get notifications for that. We might be doing some stuff tonight. I think Ranger might be doing some Battlefront. We might be doing some Heroes of the Storm tomorrow if we can get that set up. Sunday nights we do Dungeons and Dragons at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure that you do have it subscribed and with the bell so you can get notifications. And check out the links in the description of the YouTube video in order to help support us with the American Cancer Society charity campaign that we're doing. We're trying to raise $15,000 for the American Cancer Society today. You have 2 ways of donating. You can go through the Tiltify and get some rewards and have some fun with us, or you can go directly to the American Cancer Society page. We have a team page for RSG, and you can go there and donate, and that should allow you to get company matches for those of you that were asking about that for our last campaign. So I think that covers everything. So with that, thank you all for joining us today. We went a little bit long, but we hope you guys had fun. I am catching up on the podcast, and we'll see you next time.